Hey guys, YouTube here, and welcome back to another FIFA 17 Ultimate Team video. Today, I'm actually going to be bringing you guys a video I've not yet done on FIFA 17, but I am going to be doing a lot of in the next couple of weeks, and that is potential transfers in the January transfer window. Now, everyone loves transfers. Transfers really kind of exciting time of football when new players obviously join new teams. And we've actually got a lot of pretty big transfer rumours and a couple of confirmed transfers as well in this video. If there are any I have missed out that you have heard of, be sure to leave a comment down below and I may be able to put them in a future video. But I'm probably going to try and do one of these videos each week, as well as my potential FIFA 17 winter upgrades videos as well that I do each week as well. So if you guys do enjoy the video, leave a like because we put a lot of effort into this video, and let's go on and see some of those potential transfers. First up, we've got Dele Alli. Now, the young English attacking midfielder who plays for Tottenham has been being monitored recently by both PSG and also Real Madrid, mainly though by PSG, who are rumoured to be wanting to sign him for around about £50 million. Now, personally, I don't really see why they want to sign him so much, because they already have a stacked midfield. They've got Krakowiak, they've got Matuidi, they've got Pastore, they've got Thiago Motta, who's been having a great season this season, Verratti as well, they've got Hatem Ben Arfa, they've got Rabiot, they've got young players like that. They just have so many midfielders that I really don't see him kind of getting into the team, and even though he'd get a lot of money and it would be a massive transfer, I don't really think for his career it would be the best of options for him to go to PSG. So I think he's likely to stay at Spurs despite the huge amount of money. But yeah, PSG and also Real Madrid are rumoured to want to sign him. Next up, we've got Morgan Schneiderlin. Now, he has not been having the best of careers at all at United. He was great at Southampton and one of their best players, and he was actually in the PFA team of the season, I believe, a couple of years ago for Southampton, but now he has moved to United. He's not getting much game time at all under Mourinho, who just doesn't seem to like him. He's starting the likes of Carrick and Fellaini ahead of him in that defensive midfield position, so he isn't getting any game time at all really, but he's a quality player, and Everton are wanting to sign him, likely on loan. United don't really want to sell him immediately, I don't think. I'm not sure what the fee would be if he was sold. Likely to be on loan, but he'd be a great signing for Everton, who don't favour James McCarthy at the moment. He's not been playing that much. Oscar has had a tough season so far with only 1 assist in the league, and he just doesn't fit into Antonio Conte's team. He likes to play 3-4-3 with defensive midfielders and box-to-box midfielders, the likes of Fabregas, Matic and Kante, and Oscar just doesn't fit into that. He's not getting the game time, and a team in China called SIPG Shanghai are looking to sign him for around £65 million, and Oscar's also told some of his teammates that he is likely to leave in just a couple of weeks, so we could definitely see this transfer going ahead. It is an absolutely insane transfer, very, very huge price tag, and he will be going to join a lot of very expensive players in China, including some of his ex-teammates like Demba and also Ramirez. Next up, we've got a bit of a weird transfer, and this is actually Eric Dier, the Tottenham midfielder. He's a young talent, he's been playing for England, and he's a decent player, but he's not been getting the game time at Tottenham, and this is something you will see throughout this video. A lot of these players are just getting frustrated with not actually playing that much. And yeah, Eric Dier, he's rumoured to be joining either Chelsea or Bayern Munich. Both those teams are showing interest, but I think for his career, even though he's not getting the most of game time at Tottenham, he's going to be getting less if he goes to either of those teams. If he goes to Chelsea, he's got the likes of Matic, Kante, and also players like Fabregas, who can also play in that deeper position to contest with, and he's just not going to get as much game time. Also, if he does move to Bayern Munich, they have got a stacked midfield. They have got Vidal, they've got Lahm, who can play centre mid, they've got Kimmich, who can just play anywhere, they've got Renato Sanchez, they've got Xabi Alonso, they've got Thiago, they've got so many midfielders who are very, very good. Don't see him getting the game time there, so I do think he's probably going to stay at Tottenham. It would be a better move, in my opinion, for his career to stay in England and to stay with Tottenham, but there we go. 2 big clubs are interested in signing Eric Dier. If this next transfer goes ahead, the ex-Man City, Man United and Juventus striker Carlos Tevez could become the most highly paid player in the world, earning more than £10 million more than the likes of both Messi and also Ronaldo, which is an absolutely insane amount of money for a player who's nearing kind of the end of his career. He's currently playing for Boca Juniors, which is the team he started off at. But a lot of teams in China have been monitoring Carlos Tevez. He has already turned down one short-term, 1-year deal with, I believe, Shanghai SIPG. But a lot of other teams in China, including the likes of Shanghai Shenhua, are very, very interested in him and do want to sign him, but it would be a massive transfer. He would cost a lot of money. He'd only play for them for a couple of seasons, but he'd earn around about £40 million per season, which is absolutely insane. Virgil van Dijk is going to be one of the most highly sought after players in the January transfer window, with both Manchester City and also Chelsea looking to sign the young Dutch defender. Now, he used to play for Celtic. He's only played played, I believe, 2 seasons so far for Southampton, but already he's developed into one of the best centre-backs so far in the league this season, and he's just an all-round defender. He's quick, he's good on the ball, he's good at passing, he's also very, very strong and good defensively, and gets quite a few goals as well. He's already got 2 or 3 goals this season, and yeah, he's a player I would definitely like to see go to Manchester City. As a City fan, I think he would perfectly suit Pep's system, and also he is rumoured to want to prefer City over Chelsea because he would like to work with Pep Guardiola, who he thinks is the best manager in the world. And I think he would perfectly suit City's system. He's great on the ball, and he'd be a good option because it's John Stones so far. Even though I put him in my winter upgrades video, which a lot of you guys seem to disagree with, he has not been having the best of seasons recently. Started off really well, but he's kind of gone downhill a bit now. And Virgil van Dijk, I think, would be a great option and would definitely shore up City's defence, who've not been the best this season, with only 3 clean sheets in the league, which is pretty poor. It's been a frustrating couple of years at Manchester United for Depay. He was the top scorer in the Eredivisie before moving to United for around about £32 million, and a lot of people were expecting him to set the Premier League on fire as well, but he's just been a pretty average player for United. He's not got the game time. He's got the likes of Mkhitaryan, Lingard and Rashford, as well as Martial, all competing for the position he wants to play in, which is either left or right midfield. And yeah, he's just not had the opportunity to really show what type of player he is at United. He is a very good player, he's a great young talent, but he's just not had the opportunity with a lot of quality players starting ahead of him, and he's not really been a player that Mourinho likes to use. He's only played, I believe, 8 games this season, and all of them have been off the bench. And yeah, he's a player who is a good player, but he just isn't having the opportunities right now. And Everton are rumoured to want to sign him on loan. Same with Schneiderlin, they want to get both of them on loan. And yeah, I think he get a lot more game time at Everton. He is rumoured to want to go to maybe the Serie A or a league abroad. And he's open to deals from there as well. But yeah, possibly he would want to transfer to Everton. He'd get a lot more game time, and he'd be able to develop a bit more in the Premier League and potentially show Mourinho what he's missing out on, and he could go back to United and play for them. One of the fastest players in the world, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, is rumoured to want to move away from Borussia Dortmund, and the main team looking to sign him is Real Madrid. Imagine that as a strike force: Ronaldo, Bale and Aubameyang. That would just absolutely destroy everyone they came up against, because Aubameyang, in my opinion, is one of the best players in the world, and his pace would perfectly suit Real Madrid's style of play. And he actually said in a recent press conference after the Real Madrid-Borussia Dortmund game in the Champions League that he could potentially see himself not playing for Borussia Dortmund next season, and that's dropping quite a big kind of rumour in the transfer market, because obviously he's a very highly sought after player already, and now that he said that, a lot of other teams, I reckon, are going to be interested in signing the Gabonese striker. And it's not just the player himself who said that. His grandpa, who sadly died a couple of years ago, but was alive when he actually joined Borussia Dortmund, said that his dream was for his grandson to play for Real Madrid, as that is the team that he did support. So I definitely see Aubameyang potentially moving to Real Madrid in the future. I know they have been linked to the likes of Lewandowski as well, but Lewandowski has signed a brand new contract at Bayern Munich, and that could potentially mean they could swap to signing Aubameyang, putting more effort into that transfer right there. And if he moved to Real Madrid, that would be one of the biggest transfers in the world, and it would have an absolutely massive transfer fee as well. The promising young German midfielder De Hood, who currently plays for Borussia Mönchengladbach, has received a huge amount of interest from some of the biggest teams in European football so far in the past couple of weeks. The likes of Liverpool, Bayern Munich and also Juventus are all interested in signing the young midfielder, and he is a player who would offer a lot to all of those teams if he went to them. He's only been playing for Borussia Mönchengladbach in their first team for about a year now. He started off FIFA 16 as a 60 rated bronze player and actually ended as a gold team of the season card, and right now he's 79 rated on Ultimate Team. But Liverpool, Bayern Munich and Juventus all want to sign the young midfielder. Now I could see him moving to Liverpool, as they do actually have a German manager, obviously, in Jurgen Klopp. They also have some German players like Emre Can, and he could maybe want to move to play with some of them. But it is a move abroad, and since he's a young player, potentially he might not want to do that. Bayern Munich are also interested, and if he doesn't want to move abroad, they are obviously the #1 option he could go to. One of the biggest teams in the world, and if he wanted some guaranteed silverware, he could go there. They're very likely to win the league, the cup, and a lot of trophies, both domestically and also in the Champions League. And he's a player who, if he wanted to move there, he would offer a lot of competition, I think, to the likes of Renato Sanchez and some of the younger players like Kimmich as well. And he's a player who I could actually see starting for them. Maybe not right now, but in a year or so he could be starting for them. But he does have a lot of competition there, the likes of Thiago, Xabi Alonso, Lahm, Vidal, Renato Sanchez and Kimmich. So he would have a lot of competition. It would be tough for him, but if he did start for them, obviously being a starting midfielder for one of the best teams in the world would be great. Also, Juventus are interested in signing him. They also have Sami Khedira, so maybe he would want to go and link up with another German player there. But again, it is abroad, so he may not want to do that, but you never know, maybe he would want to move down south to Italy for the nice weather and everything like that, and start a career down there. There are obviously a lot of good midfielders though who do play for Juventus, so again, he would have a lot of competition, the likes of Hernanes, Marquisio, and some great players right there who would offer a lot of competition for him. So yeah, I'm not sure where he would want to go. He's got a lot of kind of different incentives to move to any of those teams, but I'm not sure which one he will pick. Or you never know, maybe he will stay at Borussia Mönchengladbach as he is a young player. Maybe he'll just want to kind of improve a bit there before eventually moving abroad. If you guys play career mode, most likely you will have heard of Bazua. He has got a very high potential on career mode, and in real life he is one of the best young midfielders in the world, but he fell out with the staff and the manager of Ajax, and he just wasn't getting the game time he deserves, because he's a good player, but he's actually signed for Wolfsburg. This is the first confirmed transfer of the transfer window, and I thought I would put it in just to end off the video. And he's actually moved for 12 million euros. It's quite a big transfer, both for Wolfsburg and also for himself, because he just wasn't getting the game time at Ajax. So moving to the Bundesliga, moving to one of the biggest leagues in the world, he could potentially prove himself and just show just how good he is, because he wasn't really playing that much for Ajax. And yeah, he is a very good young midfielder, could potentially be one of the best players in the world in the next 5 or 6 years. Even though the likes of Barcelona were interested in him, he has actually gone to Wolfsburg. I think they kind of lost interest once he kind of stopped playing, because he did fall out with the staff, as said. I'm not sure why he did, but yeah, he's moved to Wolfsburg. Should be a good move for his career, and it'll be interesting to see how he develops over the next couple of years for Wolfsburg. But that was the final transfer in this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If there are any I did miss out, then remember to leave a comment down below. Also, comment down below which of these transfers do you think is most likely to happen, and which one you most want to happen. Leave a comment down below, and it'll be always interesting to read your comments. I'll probably reply to quite a few of them as well. As said in the intro, leave a like if you did enjoy, because I put a lot of effort into this video, making the cards, making the graphics, and obviously doing all the research into these transfers. Yeah, transfer videos, things I do really like doing. I normally do a couple each year. So yeah, if you do want to see more of these, then leave a like on the video. Tell me any transfers I could potentially put in next episode, and I'll be sure to do that. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.